Vespiquen EX turns a simple bench discard into 140 damage. Chase Order hits for 70, but discard a bench basic grass Pokemon when you use it, and that number jumps to 140, without handing your opponent a single point in the process. Shuckle EX's Solid Shell reduces all incoming damage by 20, and Triple Slap is garbage. Flip 3 coins for 20 damage each. However, we need it as a wall. It's still putting in real work. Teal'c's Ogerpon protects your whole team from special conditions. Fragrant Forest keeps this deck fed, letting you pull random basic grass Pokemon into your hand each turn. Leaf Cape acts 30 extra HP to keep your key pieces alive, and Erika heals 50 damage off any one Pokemon to keep the whole board standing. With that, here's the full deck list. Let me know down in the comments what you think of today's deck. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and enjoy the games. Here we go, going first against water with a Shuckle start. Ooh, Alolan Ninetales. I see you. I'll have to set up in the bench if they get to attack. Alright, let's get a combi here. Please and thank you. Nice. We'll take that. Alright, they go in for 0 here. Thank you, sir. We'll Leaf Cape our combi. We can evolve that right away. Reduce our hand size. And let's see what we get over here. Another combi. Beautiful. Alright, let's see what we can do. We can flip 3 coins here. It's game over. Oh, just 2. Close enough. Alright, my opponent concedes. They did not get a Ninetales or a basic. GG's. Here we go, going first against grass. And we get an Ogerpon start. And we're going against Venusaur. Going first is not particularly ideal here. Let's hope we get some basics here. A 1-to-1 copycat. Vespiquen and a basic, please, please. No, okay, cool. However, we do need to keep this Ogerpon alive, so we can combat the status effects from Mega Venusaur. Alright, a Shuckle. Professor, what you got for me? Leaf Cape and another Professor. Hey, you know what? We'll put the Shuckle down. And here we go. We really need a combi. Need a combi. Okay, there's Ivysaur. Ready to rumble. However, if they synthesis here, they lose. Okay, heavy helmet. I have a field blower. We are golden. Either way, even with a heavy helmet, they still lose. They can't synthesis here. Okay, they don't synthesis. Fair enough. That's a good play. Now, I will Field Blower. Take away their heavy helmet. They don't need that. Professor, give me a combi. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll Leaf Cape the combi. Let's get us a Pheromosa here. Or a combi. Thank you. We'll take that. And let us begin. We'll do 60. Now, they can't synthesis again because they'll lose. So they have to evolve here. Okay, they have another heavy helmet. They have to evolve and wait a turn. Fantastic. Okay. Lucky Ice Pop is great. How far does that go? Okay, do they have an Erika or a Lily? They don't. Okay, yes. Yes, that's wonderful. We'll Vespiquen right here. We'll power that, and we'll do 120 with Ogerpon here. Alright, let's get our basic out of the deck. Let's thin as much as possible. And here we go. Actually 100 because of heavy helmet. That's still a lot. They need to heal at least 40 damage, or else Vespiquen comes in and does quite a lot. And that's that. We beat the tank. Let's go. Here we go, going second. Against Fighting. And we get a Shuckle start. Ah, Tyrogue. However, it won't do much. It won't do anything to my Shuckle. Let's get some basics. They need basics, otherwise I just need 2 coin flips here. And a protective poncho. Will you copycat here? Or did you already professor? You already professored. Rocky helmet, yes. Good work. Alright, here we go. Ah, we get our Vespiquen, that's lovely. We'll put both our combis down. Oh, I should have Fragrant Forest first. There's our Pheromosa and our Ogerpon. I'll keep the Fragrant Forest for now. Yeah, I'll put this down and let's hope for two heads here. One. I need one more. Ah, come on. That's alright. We'll get them next time. Alright, they can evolve here and they're ready. Yep, they do. They have another Tyrogue. Little guy. I don't know, maybe I should have Pheromosa instead of Ogerpon here. We get a Leaf Cape though. We like that. Let's thin our hand down. Or could I wait with the Fragrant Forest? Alright, here we go. 1 and 2. Alright, I'm just hoping that they use their arena now. But I think they're gonna save it. They're gonna save their Karina and their arena for a Vespiquen. Or they could use it now if they want to take the knockout, because I take negative 20. Professor, so no Karina here. They could have it in hand, however. They're looking for their arena. Other Riolu. And they X-speed. They don't have it. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, we'll put this out just to bait them. We put down their arena. And let's see if we can take out this Riolu. No, we can't. They could take out the Shuckle maybe with an arena and a Karina. Alright. They're gonna loosen it up. Here's an Erika. We'll take that. Now they have to use their Karina. Alright, let's see if we can take this Riolu. And then Sabrina wins us the game if we can take it. Oh, no, we can't. We get 0. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, they get other Lucario. Alright, here we go. They do 70. Okay. So what I think I can do here is I can retreat. I can do 60 on this Lucario. Gift them my my Ogre Pond, and hopefully we can get ourselves a Cyrus next turn. How many cards do we have? 7. That's a tall ask. They attach in the back and they retreat. So yeah, Cyrus wins us the game. We need a Cyrus. Alright, they take their 2 points. They're holding on to their Karina and their arena. So we really, really need a Cyrus here. Cyrus, Cyrus. Copycat. Not what we needed. Okay. Not ideal. Really not ideal here. Alright. This is all we can do. Alright, we go first. Against fighting. And we start Shuckle. Let's go with Shuckle. Alright, there's a Bonsley. We'll put this guy down. And we'll copycat. I want to keep the X speed for later. Pheromosa and a combi is good, and we get the Vespiquen. Lovely. Alright, I think we're ready here. Hello, Riolu. And Hitmon. Aha! The gang is here. They're also getting a pretty good start, honestly. All things considered. Other combi. Hey, we can evolve. Get that out of our hand. I don't want to give them too much of a copycat if they're really desperate. And I need at least 3 coin flips here. 1, 2. Oh, we get 2. But that's not enough. Arena. Oh, I see you, Bonsley. It'll do 10. Unless they retreat here. Oh, they're copycatting for 1. They're hoping for that Lucario. But they don't get it. Which is unfortunate for them. Erika. Alright, let's see if we can take out this Bonsley. That's 1. And nothing. Not enough. We do 0. Alright, there's Megaluca. They could come in right now, and they do. Alright, they go in for 140. Now, what I'm hoping for here is I get a Fragrant Forest. But if they have Karina in hand, it's kind of over. And Fragrant Forest? No, a Shuckle. Alright, here we go. Let's see where this goes. Copycat, so no Karina here. I think this is GG's. They can only do 160 here. They retreat, but I have Cyrus in hand. This is my game. Alright, GG's to my opponent. And that's that. Let's do it. Going first. Against fighting. Let's start Pheromosa. Alright, we're going against Great Tusk Koraidon. Alright, let's put all of our basics down here. Let's see what Professor has. A Shuckle and a Field Blower. That could be helpful for their Ancient boost. Rainbow Cave. Yeah, that's helpful for Sada. And their Sada, they get to attack immediately. Wow. Alright, goodbye Pheromosa. We'll come in with Shuckle and tank for a little bit. And we'll see where this goes from here. We need a Vespiquen. Fragrant Forest. We'll take away their Rainbow Cave. This is our other combi. Nice. Put that guy down. And I will power the combi and wait for a Vespiquen. Arena. We're gonna need our other Fragrant Forest. Okay. Vespiquen, beautiful. All right, this is game here. They played well. Over here. GG's to my opponent. Going first, let's go. Against fighting. Seeing a lot of fighting. Lucario and Hitmontop. Who would have thought? Okay. Fragrant Forest, please. Let's thin out some of our deck here. We get an Ogre Pawn. Put that down. We'll Leaf Cape the combi. And Copycat here. Okay. And a Shuckle. Wonderful. Not a horrendous start. But they get to put damage down on my combi. Not great. Pokeball. Then again, they could also opt to just power the Riolu. A Bonsly. That's another option. They could retreat into that. But no, they power the Riolu. Okay. Protective Poncho. No snipers over here. You're good. Hold on. Let's get a basic first, then Professor. Pheromosa. Okay. We'll put her down. Cyrus and an X speed. Hey, you know what? That X speed is lovely here. We'll retreat into Pheromosa. And we can target the Bonsly. This Leaf Cape could also help over here. In case of a potential Mega Lucario coming in next turn, if they have a leaf or something like that. Okay, they power the Riolu. They have a field blower. Ooh, what did they take? Oh, they take the Fragrant Forest. I have another one, don't worry. Alright, Vespiquen is here. Welcome. Alright, let's Professor. Hopefully this gets us a Sabrina here. It doesn't, it gets us an Erika. I was hoping to take out this Bonsly and then Sabrina next turn, in case they're not able to evolve. But we're here now. Let's take the Bonsly. X speed, okay. They're coming in. They have an arena, but doesn't do anything to my Pheromosa. And a copycat. They're still looking for Lucario. Lucky Ice Pop. They lose it. You're welcome. Okay. Cool. They're looking to damage my Vespiquen here. This is beautiful. This is fantastic. What a top deck. What a top deck. Alright. This is GG's. Sabrina for the win. And that's that. GG's to my opponent. And that is Vespiquen EX and Shuckle EX. Burst damage, backed by a wall that just won't fall. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think of today's deck. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.